WhyGuru 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 ਜਪੋ ਜੀ WhyGuru 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 ਜਪੋ WhyGuru WhyGuru ਜਪੋ WhyGuru WhyGuru ਜਪੋ WhyGuru 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 ਜਪੋ WhyGuru WhyGuru ਜਪੋ WhyGuru WhyGuru ਜਪੋ WhyGuru 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 ਜਪੋ WhyGuru 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 ਜਪੋ WhyGuru 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 ਜਪੋ WhyGuru 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 WhyGuru, WhyGuru, jap WhyGuru, 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 jap WhyGuru, 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 jap WhyGuru, 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 jap WhyGuru, 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 jap WhyGuru, 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 jap WhyGuru, 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 jap WhyGuru, 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 WhyGuru. दंडोत वंदन अनेक बार सर्व कला समरथ डोलन तेरा को प्रभु नानक दे कर हथ मैं नाही कछ हौ नाही किछ आहिन मोरा अवसर लज्जा राख ले हो सदना जन तोरा WhyGuru, 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 WhyGuru. वाहिगुरु जी का खालसा, वाहिगुरु जी की फतेह. So we're going to do a bit of recap again. So Pokh Tukhar na vyapi, Kant milya har na ho. So it brings us back to full circle. So Pokh meaning the month of Po, Tukhar meaning it's extremely cold, extremely windy, to the point that people are feeling a lot of pain because of the cold. Tukhar na vyapi meaning it doesn't bother those beings, it doesn't affect those beings who Kantamilya meaning those who are held in embrace of WhyGuru, in the embrace of our Guru. Haranaho referring to WhyGuru. So in the month of Po, the harsh, cold winter, the ego, the arrogance, the hardships, the challenges, whatever it is that we might be facing, all of those things don't bother us, because our consciousness has risen so high that all of those things don't bother us anymore, all of those things don't affect us anymore. And it doesn't mean that we never get dukh in our life, it doesn't mean that we don't go through hardships in our life, it just means that we're not bothered by them. So that's what Guru Arjan Dev Sahib is telling us in the first line of Barah Maha for the month of Po. God. Who are you to look after God's needs? God is the one that is looking after everybody's needs. Who are you to do that? And the shepherd, he was just surprised. He was shook. He said, I didn't know. I didn't know that God isn't like us. I was told that God is just like us. The shepherd started crying and he ran away. And that day, Prophet Moses, he tried to sit down in meditation, sat down in remembrance of God. He tried to have a conversation with God. And normally every single day he's able to connect with God without any issues. But today something felt different. Today something was off. And he wasn't able to talk to God today. So then he called out to God and he said, why aren't you talking to me? Why aren't you listening to me? Is it something that I've done wrong? Are you upset with me? And God said, I sent you to this world to bring people closer to me, not to separate them from me, not to move them farther away from me. I brought you to bring people closer to me. And what have you done? You've sent that shepherd away. Because Sangaji, what matters is that love that we have within our hearts. And God said to the shepherd, God said to Prophet Moses, go grab the shepherd and reunite him with me. Reconnect him with me. So then Prophet Moses, he goes out, he looks for the shepherd, and he says to the shepherd, he found him, and he says that God has accepted your prayer. Pray to him in whichever way your heart knows. Because Sangaji, his love for God was pure. His love for Paramatma, his love for WhyGuru was pure. Sometimes we become so rigid in life, in our day-to-day practices, we forget about that sincerity, we forget about that childlike innocence, we forget about that pure love for WhyGuru, because that's all WhyGuru cares about. WhyGuru doesn't care about that formal correctedness. WhyGuru cares about that pure love, that childlike innocence. Does that make sense? Did everybody understand the moral of the story? So the moral of the story is that God looks at our heart, our intentions matter. Everybody understands that? Yeah? Okay, you can smile, you know, you don't have to be serious. You can smile. So Maharaj go on to say, Man Vedya Charanarvind Darsan Lagda Saho. That man meaning mind. Vedya meaning pierced through. Charanarvind means once we're connected to WhyGuru, we're connected forever. That once we have that connection with WhyGuru, then the connection stays there forever. It doesn't ever separate. And Maharaj say darsan meaning inner perception or vision. Lagda saho meaning remember WhyGuru with each and every breath. So this is not going to happen overnight, Sangaji, remembering WhyGuru with each and every breath. This is a state of being which takes years and years and even lifetimes of practice. But we have to start from somewhere. And this is a state where even breathing becomes a form of worship. This is a state where we have remembered WhyGuru so much that WhyGuru's remembrance becomes internalized. And we are remembering WhyGuru, we're chanting WhyGuru, even unconsciously or subconsciously. We don't even know that we're remembering WhyGuru, we're chanting WhyGuru's name. That's what it means, Lagda Saho means, to remember WhyGuru with each and every breath. So at this point, Maharaj is saying the mind has been pierced through by the Guru's Shabad. And at this point, this is the final layer of our ego. So after all of these months, we finally reached the final layer of our ego. So just like an onion, when we peel the onion, we remove all of the layers, and what do we get to? Is the core. So this is the final layer to get to the core of the onion. So that's our ego. And this ego is subtle ego. It's thin, but it's still resilient. It still doesn't want us to be unified with WhyGuru. So that ego remains. But with the Guru's Shabad, that Guru's Shabad pierces through our mind and gets rid of that final veil, that final layer of ego. And what happens? The veil between what we were and the veil between what we are becoming becomes the thinnest, and the mind has a breakthrough. That breakthrough moment where we are connected with WhyGuru, and that connection is Charanarvind. It stays forever. It doesn't ever go away. Once we're connected, then we're always connected. And we're no longer our conditioned self, we're no longer our reactive self anymore. We've transformed. Just like a caterpillar that goes into the cocoon and then it becomes a beautiful butterfly, just like that, we have transformed as well. And Maharaj go on to say, Ot Govind Gopal Rai Seva Swami Laho. Ot meaning support. Whose support should we seek? This is a question to you, the Sangat. Whose support should we seek? Before I start picking people. Don't worry, nothing is being recorded, so you're not going to be anywhere, in the videos or anything. We're not going to zoom in on you. So anyone, whose support should we seek? Or whose support do we need to seek? I'll give you two options. Make it easy on you. Should we seek the support of the people of the world? Who says no? Okay, very good. Should we seek the support of WhyGuru? Yes. Because when we seek the support of our family or friends, as much as they want to help us, there's no lie about that, as much as they want to help us, as much as they want to support us, what ends up happening is that we place expectations on them. And when those expectations are not met, then we're disappointed. But when we seek support from WhyGuru, no matter what it is, WhyGuru never disappoints us. WhyGuru never lets us down. So this Pankti reminds us that tar jiere ek tek tu lahe bidani as. That Maharaj is telling us, if we want to put our faith in anyone, if we want to put our trust in anyone, if we want to put our love in anyone, then it's WhyGuru. WhyGuru is the one that we need to put our faith, our trust, our hopes in. And Maharaj is saying, lahe bidani as. Let go of all hopes of others. Just let go of all hopes of others. Put your hope in that in that WhyGuru. Nanak naam ti aiye karaj aave rasta. When we remember WhyGuru, then all of our affairs are resolved. And when we do that, when we hold on to WhyGuru, WhyGuru never lets go of us. WhyGuru never lets us down. WhyGuru never disappoints us. And if we want to put this into perspective, let's think about the Battle of Chamkaur. Who here knows a little bit about the Battle of Chamkaur? Raise your hand. One person. Come on. Don't be shy. Okay, 2 people. That's a bit better. Deep must know about the Battle of Chamkaur. Okay, so can you raise your hand if you know about the Battle of Chamkaur? Okay, that's good. That's a bit better. So imagine in the Battle of Chamkaur, just the night before the battle, in the fort, Guru Gobind Singh Ji are with the 40 Singhs, and they're resting for one last time before the battle. They don't know what's gonna happen. They don't know what's coming for them. The weather is extremely cold. The weather is really cold to the point that they have no clothes to keep them warm. They've been wearing the same bane that they've been wearing for days, for weeks. They're thirsty, they're hungry, they have nothing to eat, they have nothing to keep them warm, they have nothing to drink. And despite those conditions, they're still thinking about Guru Gobind Singh Ji, they still have faith in their Guru, they're still fearless. They don't know that the next day, hundreds and thousands of Mughal soldiers are going to come and they're going to fight them. They don't know that. But they know one thing, that if they have their faith in their Guru, if they have their faith in Guru Gobind Singh Ji, nothing will happen to them. They have nothing to fear. And truly, because they put their oath, their support, they took the support of Guru Gobind Singh Ji, nothing happened to them. So here, Maharaj is telling us, O to Govind Gopal Rai, Govind meaning the one that is the inner knower, the one that knows everything that is going on within our mind, the one that knows about all of our dukh, all of our pain, all of our suffering, all of our depression, all of our anxieties, everything, Maharaj know about it. Gopal Rai meaning the one that looks after all of the beings in the universe. Seva Swami Lahu, Maharaj is saying, take the support of that WhyGuru and serve that WhyGuru, and serving WhyGuru is very fruitful. But how do we serve WhyGuru? We serve WhyGuru through our family, through our friends, through our community, through humanity, by serving the nature, by serving our family, our friends, community, and humanity, by serving everyone who have the light of God within them, we're serving WhyGuru. That's how we can serve WhyGuru. So now that when you go back home, and when your parents or someone asks you for a glass of water, you're going to be like, yes, I'll go get it for you. Because serving you is like serving WhyGuru. I see Guru Nanak in you. That's the mentality we're going to have. So Maharaj is saying, Bhikkya pohe na sakai mil sadhu gun gaho. That Bhikkya meaning anger, ego, arrogance, none of these things that corrupt our mind, none of these things can impact us. Pohe na sakai, they don't bother us. Mil sadhu gun gaho. And Maharaj is saying, come into the Sadh Sangat and sing the praises of WhyGuru collectively, whether it's in the form of Simran, whether it's in the form of Kirtan, whether it's in the form of Gurbani. Because when we come into the Sadh Sangat regularly, the mind becomes calm. It doesn't react to triggers that quickly. So Sangat ji, why is it that we get triggered? It's because our mind gets hurt, isn't it? When our mind is hurt by somebody's words or somebody's actions, we get triggered. And when we get triggered, our mind gets impacted, and then we start to react. But when we come into the Sad Sangat, we obtain that treasure of Naam that soothes us down, the Naam that calms us down, and then we have that space to pause and reflect in any situation that comes towards us. We have the ability to pause and reflect and ask ourselves, what would Guru Nanak Dev Sahib do in this situation? What would our Guru do? And then we come from a place of calmness rather than getting triggered and reacting and then fighting back in anger. Another way of looking at this is that our Guru gives us the antivirus software. So this is for people that are a bit technical, my husband, really liking this analogy. So our Guru gives us the antivirus software that protects us from the virus of the Panchachor, the 5 thieves, and protects us and doesn't let anything happen to us. And you know, Sangaji, whenever we go on an airplane, who here has been on an airplane ride? This is a no-brainer. Everybody's been on there. Come on. So when we go on an airplane, what happens? We go high up in the sky, and whatever is happening on the ground, it doesn't bother us anymore. Because we're so high up that we don't know what's happening on the ground. It doesn't bother us. Just like that, when we chant God's name, when we remember WhyGuru, our consciousness rises so high up that anything that happens in our day-to-day life, any of the panchachor, any of the vikars, any of the challenges, any of the hardships, they don't bother us anymore. They don't affect us because we've risen above it. Because our surti, our consciousness is so high up that anything that's happening in the world, it doesn't bother us anymore. That was the mentality of the shaheeds. What is the difference between them and us? The Chali Singh in the fort, they're cold, they have no clothes to keep them warm, they only have their own bane and that's it. They have no food, they have no water, but yet they're in Charti Kala. How? It's because of their consciousness that is risen way above the worldly needs, that they've realized that these things don't matter anymore. And when we connect to Gurbani, when we connect to the Shabad, when we connect to WhyGuru, our consciousness rises so high up that the daily issues that we have, work issues, family issues, whatever issues, friendship issues, school issues, whatever it is, university issues, whatever it is, those things don't bother us anymore. We come from a calm place. Maharaj say, Jehte upajit eh mili, sachi preet samaho. Wherever we originated from that ik, from WhyGuru, teh mili, we merge back to that ik, to that one, Paramatma. Sachi preet samaho. Samaho meaning we are absorbed in that sachi preet, in that true love of WhyGuru. Kargeh lini par braham, bahud nave chadiyaho. Kar meaning hand, geh meaning to hold. So those whose hand WhyGuru holds onto and brings them towards him, those people, they never get separated from WhyGuru ever again. Bahud na vichhadiyaho, they never get vichhade, they never get separated. Bar jao lakh beriya, har sajjan agam agaho. Bar jao meaning I'm a sacrifice. Lakh beriya, lakh meaning hundreds and thousands of times. Beriya meaning times. Who are we sacrificed to? Har. We're sacrificed to WhyGuru, who is our sajjan, who is our friend. Agam means the one that we cannot reach with our just pure intellect or logic. Agaho meaning unfathomable. Our Guru is our true friend. Because our Guru doesn't judge us. Our Guru doesn't put us down. Our Guru doesn't say anything bad to us or harsh to us that breaks our heart. Instead, our Guru loves us unconditionally. Our Guru uplifts us. Worldly friends might, look at our demerits and their affection for us might lessen, but our Guru's affection for us never lessens. No matter how many mistakes we make, no matter how many bad things we've done, it doesn't matter. Our Guru looks at us the same way with a lot of love. So look at the beauty of the name of Guru Nanak. Saintly beings, they've translated the word Nanak so beautifully. Nanak, if you break it down, na ak, na thak. Guru Nanak's name, it means na ak, meaning never gets fed up. And na thak, never gets tired. Never gets fed up from us, no matter how many bad things we've done, no matter how many bad karams we've done, no matter how many mistakes we've done in our lives. Our Guru never gets tired of us. Our Guru never gets fed up with us. Our Guru never gets tired of lifting us back up from that mud of negativity. Our Guru is always there for us. Our friends, our family might get tired of us, of going back into our same old habits, same old patterns, same old way of thinking, same way of reacting again and again. Our family and our friends might get tired of it. Our family and our friends might get tired of giving us more and more chances and saying, you know what, that's it, I'm done with you. I've had enough of you now. But our Guru never says that. Our Guru never says, I'm done with you. Guru Nanak never says that. Guru Nanak never gets fed up with us. Guru Nanak never gets tired of us. Never gets tired of giving us more and more chances and forgiving us. The question then comes, can we really be friends with WhyGuru? And I want everybody's input on this. What do you think? Can we be friends with WhyGuru? Raise your hand if you say yes. Raise your hand if you say no. Okay. Yes, that is true. We can be friends with WhyGuru. Look at the friendship between Guru Nanak Dev Sai Ji and Bhai Mardana Ji. Gur Parmeswar Eko Jaan. Know that there's no difference between WhyGuru and our Guru. Know them to be ek. Jot Roop Har Aap Guru Nanak Kahayo. That WhyGuru took on this form. WhyGuru Akal Purkh took on the form of Guru Nanak Dev Sai Ji and called themselves Guru Nanak. That there's no difference between the two. And look at the friendship, the love between Guru Nanak Dev Sai Ji and Bhai Mardana Ji. They would laugh with each other. They would sing Kirtan together. Bhai Mardana Ji would play the Rabab and Guru Nanak Dev Sai Ji would be singing the Kirtan. And they would go on such great adventures, such amazing udasiyan, travel the world. And when Bhai Mardana Ji would get into trouble, Guru Nanak Dev Sai Ji would come and save them. That's how much they loved. Guru Nanak Dev Sai Ji loved Bhai Mardana Ji. Wouldn't abandon them, wouldn't just let them go. Guru Nanak Dev Sai Ji came every single time to save Bhai Mardana Ji, whether it was from Koda Rakhash, whether it was from Noor Shah. Save them every single time. Because Guru Nanak na ak, na kade akadaya, de na thak, na kade thakadaya. Never gets fed up, never gets tired of us. There's a beautiful Sakhi that puts this into perspective, where Guru Nanak Dev Sai Ji and Bhai Mardana Ji, they're traveling. And they're walking on a path, and it had rained just recently. And as they're walking on the path, they realize there's a lot of dirt, there's a lot of mud, and it's getting a bit muddy. And they notice that the worms are coming into the mud because it had rained. The worms are coming into the mud. And Guru Nanak Dev Sai Ji, they notice one particular worm that has been struggling to come out and struggling to just get around. So what Guru Nanak Dev Sai Ji do, they take a blade of grass, they lift the worm up and put it in a safe space. But what does the worm do? The worm starts to wiggle his way back into the mud. But Guru Nanak Dev Sai Ji, they lift it up again and put it on a safe space, in a firmer ground, just to make sure that it doesn't get crushed or doesn't get killed by anyone that is walking on this path. And they keep on doing this back and forth again and again. And Bhai Mardana Ji, you can imagine, like, Bhai Mardana Ji are just standing on the side. Imagine you're standing on the side and Guru Nanak Dev Sai Ji is doing this. And you're like, what's going on here? Bhai Mardana Ji is trying to understand what Guru Nanak Dev Sai Ji is doing. So they go to Guru Nanak Dev Sai Ji and they ask, with a lot of humility, they say, Satguru Ji, why are you doing this? Why do you keep on putting this worm, taking it out and putting him on the side in that area? Why are you doing that? And Guru Nanak Dev Sai Ji, they said, Mardanya, this worm doesn't know that this mud is not safe for it. It doesn't realize that. It doesn't realize that if it stays in this mud, then it will get crushed, it will get killed, it will get harmed. I'm trying to help him. I don't want him to die. I'm not going to abandon him. I'm going to help him. But the worm doesn't know any better. The worm is so familiar and it feels so safe in the mud that that's all it knows, and it keeps on going back into that mud. But I'm trying to help him. I'm trying to transform him. I'm trying to help him, take him out of that mud. And what is that mud for us, Sangaji? That mud is arrogance. That mud is ego. That mud is pride. That mud is jealousy, envy. That is what mud is for us. And what do? We keep on falling back into that mud as well. And Guru Nanak Dev Sahib Ji help us with the power of Naam, with the Guru Shabad. They uplift us. They uplift our consciousness. But what ends up happening? Because when we are starting to change, we feel scared. That change feels so unfamiliar. We start to get worried. We start to fall back into our protective patterns. The way that we're living, we start to fall into that. So we fall into that anger. We fall into that pride again. Fall into that ego again. Then Maharaj uplift us again. Take us out of that mud of negativity. We come out for a little bit, and then we're just like that worm that wiggles our way back into that mud again. Maharaj, keep on doing this again and again and again. That is the human mind. The human mind is like that. We fear change. We fear transformation. But our Guru is here to transform us. Our Guru is here to change our old way of thinking, our old way of reacting, to get rid of all of that and make us into something new. Just like a sculptor that takes a piece of big stone and starts to sculpt, starts to give it shape, just like that, our Guru is doing that for us. Any challenges, any tests that come our way, any hardships that come our way, that is our Guru sculpting us, making us into something even better, even more amazing. Have faith. And just like Guru Nanak Dev Sahib Ji didn't give up on that worm, kept on taking him out of the mud, just like that, our Guru never gives up on us. Our Guru is always there for us. Sangaji Maharaj go on to say, Saram Pai Narayana Nanak Dar Payaho. Saram meaning honor. Pai Narayana meaning I've come to you, WhyGuru. I've come to your sanctuary. Please take care of me. Please take a hold of me and look after me. There's no one else other than you, WhyGuru. There's no one else other than you, my Guru, who covers my mistakes. Whose affection doesn't change based on my demerits. Whose affection doesn't change if I'm angry, if I'm talking out of ego, if I'm talking out of arrogance. You still love me the way you do. But other people, their affection changes for me. But you always help me. You always look after me. You show me the better path. And I'm really trying. I'm really trying. Just like that worm, I'm really trying to get out of this pattern of negativity. I really am. You're the only one that feels my inner pain. Oh Guru Nanak, you're the only one that understands me. That's our Guru for us. Maharaj say, Pokh Sohanda Sarb Sukh Jis Bakse Ve Parvaho. That in the month of Po, Sohanda, it's Sohanda for those people, it's beautiful for those people. Sarb Sukh, it's full of all of the Sukh, it's full of all of the happiness. Jis Bakse, it's happiness, it's full of happiness for those people whom WhyGuru blesses. Ve Parvaho meaning careful, careless, carefree. WhyGuru is carefree. The month of Po is beautiful and full of happiness for those whom WhyGuru blesses. So the harsh month of Po started off being very cold, very extreme, very, rigid, feeling really, not feeling really good about ourselves. To it transformed us to feeling great. Coming into the Sad Sangat changed us from within to the point that we feel good about ourselves. We feel good about the environment that we're in. And this month of Po that felt so cold and we feel so lazy in there. We don't want to come out. We don't want to go anywhere because it's so dark and so cold. This month has transformed in our minds. Our minds have transformed. Now this month feels really nice. We see the beauty in this month. We realize that just like we did Simran earlier in the beginning, even in this coldest, darkest, most barren time of the year, we can still unite with WhyGuru. This is a message that Guru Arjan Dev Sahib Ji is giving us. So in summary, we're reaching the end now. We can honor the Shahidi of the Sahibzade by learning to read Gurbani, by learning to understand Gurbani, by learning to do Kirtan, by learning Rag Vidya, by learning to play tabla, by learning a Sakhi a week. That can be something that we can incorporate in our lives to honor their Shahidi. Because we don't want to just leave it at an emotional level and start, just crying and just leave it at that. We want to transform those tears into something that we can do, something that we can take with us, something that we can change in our lives. Number 2, seek the support of WhyGuru, seek the support of our Guru, who will never disappoint us. Number 3, intentions matter. Intentions matter. How do we interact with each other? If we interact with each other with that pure love, that childlike innocence, then we can experience WhyGuru within each other. We can experience WhyGuru in our family members. We can experience WhyGuru in our children. We can experience WhyGuru in the nature around us. And number 4, our Guru never gets fed up with us, and our Guru never gets tired of us. No matter how many mistakes we make, no matter how many bad things we've done, our Guru will never, ever abandon us. Our Guru is always there with us. And lastly, Sangat ji, Sangat, Sad Sangat is very important. We need Sangat to keep us going. We need Sangat to stay positive. We need Sangat to keep our spirits high. Just like that, the Shaheeds that had that Chardi Kala spirit, we need Sad Sangat to keep our spirits high as well, to stay in Chardi Kala. I don't know if you've noticed, the moment we don't go into Sangat, or we have a long break from Sangat, we start to fall into our old habits, our old patterns, start to get irritated, frustrated, angry with each other. But when we come into the Sangat, something changes from within. It's like a whole shift in our whole being. Something changes. What is that? What is that change? That change is Guru Granth Sahib Ji giving us that positivity. Guru Granth Sahib Ji giving us that Chardi Kala vibes that changes from within. And then we leave this place feeling so excited, so happy. We probably came in feeling sad and gloomy and tired and all sorts of things. But now that when we leave this Guru Kar, we will feel happy. We'll feel excited. We'll feel calm. We'll feel peaceful. Who feels that way? Raise your hand. That's amazing. So Sangat ji, these are the teachings that Guru Arjan Dev Sahib Ji are sharing with us for the month of Pol. And please forgive me as I've made several mistakes. Deo Sajana Sisaliyan Jehovah Sahib Samel. WhyGuru Ji Ka Khalsa. WhyGuru Ji Ki Fateh.